let's get it started. And meanwhile, I'm gonna come to my stream using my other device that's close to Spanish too. Yeah, besos, bizu. We're gonna talk about it too. And welcome to everybody here. Welcome to everybody. Hello, Antonio. How are you? So, guys, really quick, let me introduce you to a new concept here on Meetme, and it is called French 101. French 101 basically is a new way and a very futuristic way to learn French. Right now, I have a battle, but I can't take the battle right now. I'm going to take battles later on because we're going to be doing a whole hour of French lesson until we take any battles. So, unfortunately, for everybody trying to battle me right now, I am sorry, but you guys going to have to wait, okay? We need a whole hour to show this app what we made of, who we are, and what we do. So first thing first, my name is Jimmy Chims. I'm French, Italian, African, and American. I'm French from Paris, Italian from Venice, African from the country called Cameroon in Central Africa, and American from California. I speak a few languages, which are French, je parle français, German, spreche Deutsche, Spanish, hablo español, Italian, parlo italiano, Portuguese, falo português, and English. I speak English, obviously. I also speak another languages that I'm not fluent at, which are Japanese, which are Tagalog in the Philippines, Thai, but those languages to me are more like just a few words from here and there. And today, what we do, as we usually do every other day, is we learn some French. Today, especially today, because it's a recording that we will be using for a feature show on the app called French 101. We are going to learn French from the basic, okay? When I mean basic, anybody coming to my stream, whether your level is all the way down to zero or all the way up to 100, you can still learn something from me. I am able to teach you French, Spanish, and another language, but I prefer to only teach you French because at the end of the day, it's better to know one language better rather than running after many praise and losing all of them, right? So let's focus on one thing, which is French, le français. First thing first, I'm from Paris, but we don't say Paris in French. We say Paris, okay? We don't say Paris. The S at the end of any word in French is silent. So we say Paris. Je suis de Paris. I'm from Paris. Je suis de Paris. Now, what I also do when I teach people French, I literally teach you visually by coming in my own stream using another device so I can type the words that I'm saying. You can now hear me and learn from me by listening to the pronunciation as well as reading the words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another device and I'm going to come to my stream where I will be able to type the words that I want to say. First thing first, today is Sunday. Can anybody tell me how to say Sunday in French? Anybody in the comment, can you please tell me how do we say Sunday in French? And if you don't know, don't use Google, okay? Do not use Google. It's better to make mistake and learn from your mistake. And the song in the background is called Chocolat because I am a chocolate bar. Je suis une barre de chocolat. Chocolate bar, barre de chocolat. Dimanche, there you go. Joe, you got that right. In French, Sunday is spelled as Dimance. Dimanche. And I will appreciate if Joe and anybody else can participate. You don't have to know. If you don't know, say, I don't know, and I'll teach you. So don't be quiet, don't be lurking. I want you guys to all participate, whether you know or not. And I know that there is more people besides Joe and Angela who knows those words. So please be my guest. And if you don't know, it's all right. You can tell me you don't know so I can actually teach you. All right. So today is dimanche. Sunday is dimanche. And we're going to learn that from the 7 days of the week. Okay. We're going to learn that from the 7 days of the week. What I also want you to know is how to introduce yourself in French, how to say my name is, and how to have like useful sentences, okay, as well as the numbers. So let's start with the ABC. Easy stuff, ABC. Let's start with the 7 days of the week. How do we say in French Monday? Anybody knows how to say Monday in French? Please type it down in the comment. How do you say Monday in French? Lundi. Angela, you got that right. Joe, you got that right. Monday in French is spelled Lundi. Lundi. And we say lundi. Okay? How do we say Tuesday in French? And you guys know this. We learned this before. These are like the ABC for you guys. ABC. There you go. Tuesday in French is spelled Mard. Mardi. Angela, you got it right. Joe, you got it right. I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing. You guys are not participating. Don't let only Joe and Angela talk. Come on, guys. There's a whole bunch of you in the background. Don't be lurking. If you don't know, say, I don't know. And it's all right. We're here to learn. I remember that one with the Mardi Gras. Oh, yeah. You guys know what Mardi Gras is? That's going to be the topic of another subject some other day. But yeah, Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras. The next one is Wednesday. Do you guys know how to spell Wednesday in French? That one is easy too. We learn it. Joe, you made a mistake. The R comes before the E. The R comes before the E. There you go, Angela. Thank you for fixing her mistake. I know it's a typo because she knows those 7 days of the week like so easily. The mercredi is how we say Wednesday. Mercredi. Like this. Mercredi. Mercredi. For some reason, mercredi reminds me of a movie on Disney. You know that movie called Wednesday? In French, we say mercredi. Yeah, I know that was a typo. I know it was a typo. That's why I say you made a mistake over there because you switched up the R. Now, after Wednesday in French, which is mercredi, right? What is Thursday in French? And you guys know what Thursday in French is. We learned that too. Thursday in French is jeudi. Jeudi. And it is spelled Jeudi. And speaking of J, my name is Jimmy Chims. And of course, my initial JC, like in my cup. So cheers. Cheers to the team J. We got Jay, we got Joe, we got James, and we got Jamie over here. We got so many J's in my stream. All right, now we know that Thursday in French is jeudi. All right. Now, how do you say Friday in French? How do we say Friday in French? You guys know this one too. It's pretty easy. Friday in French is called vendredi. Vendredi. And this is how we spell it. Vendredi. Vendredi. All right. So far we know lundi, which is Monday, mardi, which is Tuesday, and Angela knows about mardi because of Mardi Gras. Wednesday is mercredi, Thursday is jeudi, and now Friday. Friday is vendredi. And of course, after vendredi, which is Friday, we have to learn Saturday. How do you say Saturday in French, guys? Somebody spell that in the comment. Saturday in French is pretty easy too. And we say samedi. Joe and Angela, you guys got that right. Thank you so much. And if you can say Saturday, it means you know how to say Sunday too. How do you say Sunday in French, yo? How do we say Sunday in French? I'm waiting. If you don't know, I can help you. But if you don't know and you make a mistake, I can correct it. Dimanche. Sunday in French is dimanche. And dimanche is spelled Dimanche. Dimanche. Queen of mistakes here. That's funny. By the way, Joe, queen in French is what? Angela, do you know how to say queen in French? It's called reine. Reine. That's how you say queen in French, reine. So you got to know that one. And if you want to say king in French, it will be roi. Roi. I'll have typed that one wrong. Reine. R-E-I-N-E. Okay? And in French, the pronunciation of those letters are R-E-I-N-E. For us, E is I. And E for us is E. So if I want to spell reine, I would say R-E-I-N-E. Reine. And down there in the comment, roi is how we say king. And if you guys have noticed, French is very similar to Spanish. Hello, Daniela, how are you? Welcome to my French lesson. French is very similar to Spanish. For example, to say Monday in Spanish, we say lunes. Us in French, we say lundi. You see the similarity? We say lundi. In Spanish, people say lunes. They say for Tuesday, martes. We say mardi. You see how similar that is? They say Wednesday, and they say miércoles for Wednesday, miércoles, and we say mercredi, right? How you doing today, Daniele? Long time no see. You always disappear on us for like a month or something. And welcome to our French lesson. Danny, in case you don't know, today we're having a recording to get a feature show on the app. So the French lesson that we do every single day is being recorded and it will be used by the app to promote and advertise what I call French 101. So you want to make sure that you participate today because we're going to be using it for our future references. So I was saying that Wednesday in Spanish is miércoles, right? And for us in French, we say mercredi. It's a connective language. I know, right? You've been always missing. You've been missing a lot. You've been missing a lot. And then Thursday in Spanish is jueves. And for us, Thursday is jeudi. You see, jueves, jeudi. Bonsoir, Erika, comment vas-tu? Welcome to the French lesson. And then Friday in Spanish is viernes. And for us in French, Friday is vendredi. Vendredi. And in Spanish, Saturday is sábado. And in French, Saturday is samedi. Once again, very similar. And if you go down to Sunday, Sunday in French is dimanche, while Sunday in Spanish is domingo. So basically, when you come to my French lesson, you can be learning both French and Spanish at the same time. I can teach them simultaneously. So it depends what you are aiming for. You just let me know. All right. Next thing that you guys need to know after the 7 days of the week is how to say days. How do you say day? Because we're doing the 7 days of the week, right? How do you say day in French? You guys know this is pretty easy. It's very easy. How do you say day in French? In French, day is, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to answer. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you myself. Erica, we are having recording for our French 101 that will be featured on the app. So we'll be using this hour of recording and send it to Meetme to get our show. So you want to participate, you want to get known, you want to, it's going to bring you a lot of favors as well. Because they're going to be using that to promote on Instagram, on the Meetme Corporation, and everywhere. That's how we are going to be popping on the app and learning French and teaching French. I don't remember how to say this. Jour. Day in French is jour. And I'm going to get there. That's the reason why when we say bonjour, it actually means what? Good day. Bon in French means good. Day means jour. Now you realize why when we say bonjour, it means good day. If somebody asks you, how is your food? You want to say bon. You want to say good, you say bon. If somebody asks you, how is your ice cream? You want to say good, you say bon. And now if you put good and day together, it's good day. Bonjour. But if you want to say you're doing good as how you feeling, it's not bon. Bon is for something that you can taste. If you're feeling good, it's bien. There you go, Joe. Joe, you got that. Bien is when you feel good. All right? Like in Spanish, ¿cómo estás? Bien. ¿Cómo está tu comida? Bueno. See? And in French, if somebody asks you this question, parlez-vous français? Let me spell it down there in the comment. Parlez-vous français? Like this. Your answer will be either yes, no, or a little bit. And yes, parlez-vous français means do you speak French? Now, can somebody tell me how to spell no in French? How do we say no in French? Let's say you don't speak French and you want to say no. Of course, that one is pretty easy. No. Let's say you speak French and you want to say yes. How do you say yes in French? J, Erica, Joe, you got that right. Yes in French is what? Oui. And you will hear some people say oui, oui. Oui, oui is just an expression to say yes, yes. It's a funny expression to say yes, basically, right? Now, here is the $1,000,000 question. What if you only speak French a little bit? How would you say a little bit in French? And once again, guys, if you don't know, do not use Google Translate. Let me teach you. Let me teach you. Don't use Google Translate. If you don't know, tell me you don't know, okay? How do you say a little bit in French? You don't know? Okay, let's see. Angela said por qué. Por qué is in Spanish and it means why. And also means because. So no, it's not por qué. I know that was a typo. Joe and Angela, how do you say a little bit in French? And remember, guys, we started at 4. We have a whole hour. That means we still have 44 minutes to go. A little bit in French is spelled like this. Un peu. Un peu. Just a little bit. So if someone asks you, parlez-vous français? Which means, do you speak French? Not François. I heard many people say, parlez-vous François? No, it's not François. François is somebody's name. It's like saying, parlez-vous James? Parlez-vous Erica? No, it's parlez-vous français? Not François. François is somebody's name. And you want to say yes, you say oui. You want to say no, you say non. But if you want to say a little bit, in French we say un peu. Un peu. Okay? So if I say un peu, it means I speak only a little bit. Now, for people that have a very higher level of French and they want to say just a little bit. No, not a little bit. A tiny bit. A tiny bit or just a little bit in French in a very formal way is un, two, petit, peu, like this, un tout petit peu. Now, listen to me saying it again. It might sound confusing for people that are beginners. This is more for like advanced people to use. Un tout petit peu. And if I want to pronounce it perfectly and slowly, I would say un tout petit peu. Un tout petit peu, which means just a little bit, just a tiny bit. But then the fastest way is un tout petit peu. It's like I'm cutting petit and I say tout petit peu, un tout petit peu. All right. Now that we know how to say, do you speak French? And you can answer by either yes, no, or a little bit. You can also say maybe. I'm gonna have to practice this one. Yeah, un tout petit peu. That's for like more advanced people to use. Or you can just say un peu. And in Spanish is un poco. And yes in Spanish is what? Sí. And no in Spanish is what? No. See? Almost the same once again. Almost the same. Now in Spanish, instead of saying parlez-vous français, which means do you speak French, you say habla francés or habla español. And you could say yo hablo español. Tu habla español también? Means do you speak Spanish as well? Peut-être, maybe. Yes, that's correct. Peut-être. And when I see you using that little thing, it makes me question myself. Did you use Google Translate? Because that is too perfect. Maybe in French is what? Peut-être. And yes, Joe, you spelled it right. But did you use Google Translate though? You did not. Okay, you're good. You're good. Thank you for the martini. In the background, we have Sexy, who is sending us martini, trying to get us tipsy over here while we're learning French. I see you, Sexy. I see you. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup, Sexy. You know what that means? Somebody please tell me how to say thank you in French. This one is so easy. Everybody knows this one. Erica, how do you say thank you in French? Joe, let's start with thank you. Then we're gonna go to merci beaucoup. Thank you is merci. Yeah, but I want you to type it even though I said it. It's a whole different thing to type it than to say it. Merci. Even I knew this one. I know, right, James? Even Sexy knew that one, even though she doesn't speak French at all. She knew that one too. So, thank you in French is what? Merci. Now, how do you say thank you very much? That's a whole different thing. How do you say thank you very much? Now, Joe, pull it. Pull it. Let's go, Angela. Merci beaucoup. Beaucoup in French means very much. I got ahead of myself. It's okay, Joe. That's because you already know this. This for you is like ABC. It's like ABC literally. So thank you very much in French is merci beaucoup. Angela, you forgot the U. Now, you know what is funny? If I break down the word beaucoup in syllables, it is what? Beau and coup. Now, check this out. Beau in French means handsome or beautiful. Okay? Beau in French means handsome or beautiful. We use those for people that are men. Hombre in Spanish is man. Hombre. In Spanish, for woman is bella. And in French is belle for woman. And woman in French is femme. We're gonna get there too. So I wanted to break it down for you to show you that beaucoup, which means beaucoup, like a lot or very much, is actually two words put together. Beau, which is beautiful, and coup. Coup in French is what? It's like a punch. Coup de poing. Punch like a fist punch. Coup is a punch or a hit. Jimmy est beau, totalement. Scorpio with the roses. Oh no, that is Tori. My bad. I'm like Scorpio. That name change is getting me tripped up. You're getting me confused, yo. Welcome, Tori. So we're having this hour of French lesson going on, and it will be used to go to Instagram and other apps like Meetme and stuff like that. I mean, I just read the name. I'm like Scorpio, but I'm like, hold up. That's not Scorpio. That's Tori. Guys, in case you don't know who Tori is, she is a new streamer on Meetme. She's been here for what, less than 2 months, and she already made so much diamonds to the point where people are just jealous. That's what Meetme does sometimes. Not Meetme, but the app. My bad. Not the app, but the people on the app. So don't mind them. Do your thing. Let them hate. Keep balling. That's what I always say to my haters. Keep hating. I keep balling. Slowly, but steadily. Angela, the turkey is ready. Okay, guys. That noise is so funny. It's her third account. Whose account? That is crazy, though. That is definitely crazy. Erica, that noise was crazy in the background. So we were talking about beaucoup, to say thank you very much, right? And we say thank you very much in French is what? Merci beaucoup, right? Merci beaucoup. That's how we say thank you very much. And in Spanish is muchas gracias. Now, really quick, this has nothing to deal with French, but I'm going to tell you how to say thank you or thank you very much in a few languages that I know, okay? Starting with French, of course. French thank you is merci. Thank you very much is merci beaucoup. De nada means you welcome. That is not how you say you welcome. That's not how you say thank you. De nada in Spanish, in Spanish means you welcome. Right now we're just doing thank you. Then after that we're gonna do you are welcome. So in French, thank you is merci. Thank you very much is merci beaucoup. In German is danke or dankeschön or thank you very much. In Italian is grazie or grazie mille or thank you very much. In Spanish is gracias or muchas gracias. In English, thank you or thank you very much. In Portuguese, obrigado or muito obrigado. In Japanese is arigato or arigato gozaimasu or thank you very much. In Tagalog is salamat po in the Philippines, that's Tagalog. And in Thai is kapkun or kapkunka. All right. So those are basically like 8 different ways to say thank you. Now, if you know how to say thank you in French, you will also know how to say you are welcome. And Erica already said how you say you are welcome in Spanish, which is de nada. Now, how do you say you are welcome in French? There are many ways to say you are welcome in French. I want you guys to say, pick one or tell me all of them if you know them. So you are welcome. By the way, Jen, thank you for the raised hand. Appreciate that, brother. There you go. Erica, check this out. Joe say de rien, right? De rien is one way to say you are welcome. De rien. D-E space R-I-E-N. De rien. Another way to say you are welcome in French is y a pas de quoi. The way that Joe said it. Y a pas de quoi. My bad, that's a typo. The quoi ends like this. Q-U-O-I. Y a pas de quoi. Another way to say you are welcome in French is how? Is to say tu es la bienvenue. You are welcome. Basically, this is the cleanest way to say you are welcome in French. Tu es la bienvenue. You got a phone call? It's okay. Go take your phone call. We'll be right here. We still have 33 minutes. De rien, Jimmy. Merci beaucoup, James. Merci beaucoup. And another way to say you are welcome in French, the fourth way to say it is what? Mon plaisir. Mon plaisir basically means in French, my pleasure, which is another way to say you're welcome. My pleasure. All right. So let's summarize it. The four different ways to say you are welcome in French is what? De rien, D-E space R-I-E-N. The second way is to say mon plaisir, M-O-N space P-L-A-I-S-I-R. Like I spelled it down in the comment. And by the way, guys, you can take a screenshot. If you cannot remember all those, remember, you can still scroll back or scroll up and take screenshot. That's the easiest way for you to remember those things and take notes. I love to take screenshot when I'm learning something so I can go back whenever and read it again. All right. Jay, you're supposed to participate too. What you doing? Come on, girl. I know you know these things. You got a tattoo that says l'enfant terrible. Right, Jay? Now the question is, what does l'enfant terrible mean? Because your tattoo says l'enfant terrible. What does l'enfant terrible mean in French? What is the translation to that? Going back to how to say you are welcome, the fourth ways. De rien, mon plaisir, tu es la bienvenue, and y a pas de quoi. Let me repeat it. De rien, mon plaisir, tu es la bienvenue, and the fourth one is y a pas de quoi. All right. Now, here's a question, a very important question. In Spanish, how do we say you are welcome? De nada. Almost the same as de rien in French. De nada, de rien. And as you already know, Spanish and French, same as Italian, they share the same root. They all come from what? They all come from Latin. All those languages are Latin languages. And they say, supposedly, that French is the most romantic language in the world. You know why? Because the way that we talk, we can even be cursing you out and you will never know. We'll be like this. Vraiment, James, tu es un fils de pute. Ta maman, elle a des jambes ouvertes comme une femme enceinte qu'on vient de gifler par la coupe d'oreille. Mais alors, je t'assure, je te déteste, tu vois. T'es tellement laid, mais en fin de compte, je vais te gifler dans le visage. And you'll be like, oh, he is so cute. But I'm just cussing you out, telling that your mom is this and that. She is a hoe and all that. By the way, James, your mom is not a hoe. I'm just kidding. I was just pretending to be talking to you nicely using French while I'm actually cursing you out, cursing your mom out. And you're like, damn, he is so sweet. Phew, sounds so romantic. But I'm over here cursing you out. I'd be like, je t'encule. Je t'encule in French means I F you. So be careful, guys. French can sound really delicious, but we cursing you out. Low key, cursing you out. Be like, vraiment, Jimmy, c'est un fils d'enculé, ce gars. You like, what does that mean? It means that dude, he's a motherfucker. Say that again. Nah, I'm not here to teach you bad words, Erica. That is for another lesson. Come on, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it professional. I'm not going to teach you bad words, at least not on the first lesson, right? Not on the first lesson. Let's keep that for another day. But so far, since we did 30 minutes of a French lesson, let's take a break. And for that break, I give you 5 minutes. Guess what? During those 5 minutes break, I'm going to sing you guys a song. You're going to love it. That song is one of my favorite songs in French. And it's called Je t'aimais, je t'aime, et je t'aimerai. That song basically means I loved you in the past. I love you now, and I will love you. I love that song. It's one of my favorite French songs. So when I take breaks, when I'm teaching people French, I want them to still be connected with French. That's why I sing songs or I do something that is still involving French. All right. So let me sing you this song and you guys tell me what you think, all right? Tell me what you think. Tell me if you like it or if you don't or anything like that. But first thing first, I'm gonna have to bring some light in here because it's getting kind of dark. The sun is going down. Angela, we are taking a break for 5 minutes, all right? And during that break, I'm about to sing you a song, which is one of my favorite songs in French. You already know what it is. Je t'aimais, je t'aime et je t'aimerai. So, guys, enjoy your 5 minute break by listening to me singing this song to you out loud. And the singer of this song is called Francis Cabrel. He's a French singer and he plays the guitar. Perfect timing. Temps parfait. Temps parfait. Perfect timing. Mon enfant nu sur les galères. Le vent dans tes cheveux défaits. Comme un printemps sur mon trajet. Un diamant tombé d'un coffret. Et seule la lumière pourrait défaire nos repères secrets. Et mes doigts pris sur tes poignets. Je t'aimais, je t'aime et je t'aimerai. Et quoi que tu fasses, l'amour est partout où tu regardes. Dans les moindres recoins de l'espace. Dans les moindres rêves où tu t'attardes. L'amour comme s'il en pleuvait. Nu sur les galères. Le ciel prétend qu'il te connaît. Il est si beau, c'est sûrement vrai. Et lui qui ne s'approche jamais. Je l'ai vu pris dans tes filets. Le monde a tellement de regrets. Tellement de choses qu'on promet. Une seule pour laquelle je suis fait. One thing that I'm made for. Je t'aimais, je t'aime et je t'aimerai. Is to love you, and love you. Mais quoi que tu fasses, whatever you do, l'amour est partout où tu regardes. Love is everywhere you set your eyes. Dans les moindres recoins de l'espace. Dans les moindres rêves où tu t'attardes. In every dream where you go. L'amour comme s'il en pleuvait. Love is like the rain. Nu sur les galères. Here comes the best part of this song, my favorite of all time. Ooh. On s'envolera du même cœur. Les yeux dans les mêmes reflets. Et pour cette vie et celle d'après, in this life and the next one following, tu seras mon unique projet. You'll be my only project. Je manierai poser tes portraits. I'll draw your portrait. À tous les plafonds de tous les palais. Et sur tous les murs que je trouverai. I'll draw your portrait in every castle, in every ceiling, in every roof that I'll find. And when I see a wall right under, I'll write this, that under the light will be able to Thank you, Keisha. Et mes doigts pris sur tes poignets, and my fingers in your hand. Je t'aimais, je t'aime et je t'aimerai. I did love you. I love you, and I will love you. Keisha, we're having an hour recording for our French lesson called French 101 that will be used by the app Meetme for a feature show. So I would love if you have a few time to dedicate to us to stay there and actually participate, learn some French. They're gonna be blasting it on Instagram and on the Meetme Corp. And after this, we're gonna get a show. So be my guest, learn some French, apprends à parler français. By the way, love in French is amour. Merci mon amour means thank you, my love. Merci mon amour. And since we're having a break, let me sing you another song, a short one for you to enjoy. This one is called Champs-Élysées. Champs-Élysées is like the main boulevard in Paris, and that boulevard leads to the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower in French is called La Tour Eiffel. La Tour Eiffel. If you ever go to Paris, I want you to visit not only the Eiffel Tower, but I want you to go to that museum that is made of glass completely from head to toe, basically made of glass. It's called Le Musée de la Louvre. La Louvre. It has the shape of a triangle on top and an obelisk at the bottom. Basically, the shape is a triangle going up, another triangle going down. And it's made of glass completely glass, cover everywhere. It's a nice place to go visit, the Musée de la Louvre. And you can also visit what we call the Champs-Élysées. I have family in Paris and I have pictures at the Eiffel Tower for you. It's beautiful. You and actually Sarah have been to Paris. Sarah went to Paris for her when she got engaged. She went to Paris. She took picture by the Eiffel Tower. Hello, Tang. Welcome, welcome. So Keisha, if you're still there, be my guest and participate with me. If you're gone, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Here is the last song that I want to sing with you guys before we get back to our French lesson. We only have 1 hour. So let's listen to this song really quick and tell me what you think of it. It's called Les Champs-Élysées. You ready? Let's go. And of course, I'm going to sing it for you. All right? I'm going to sing it for you. San Francisco Chronicle says 33. Listen to this one. It's classic. This is the classic French song. Are you ready? Je me baladais sur l'avenue, le cœur ouvert à l'inconnu. J'avais envie de dire bonjour à n'importe qui. Et n'importe qui, et ce fut toi, je te l'ai dit, n'importe quoi. Il suffisait de te parler pour t'apprivoiser. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Tu m'as dit, j'ai rendez-vous dans un sous-sol avec des fous. Du soir au matin, alors je t'ai accompagné. On a chanté, on a dansé, et l'on n'a même pas pensé à s'embrasser. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Like I say, Champs-Élysées is a boulevard in Paris. It's a beautiful place. You guys should visit Paris. It's a beautiful place to go visit, but not to stay. It's too expensive. Hier soir, deux inconnus, et ce matin, sur l'avenue, deux amoureux tous étourdis par la longue nuit. Et de l'étoile à la concorde, on esquisse mille cordes, et des oiseaux du pont du jour chantent l'amour. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. avec Angela, avec Joe, avec Erika, avec James. Il y a tout ce que vous voulez avec Meet Me. That's my own version right there. I love that song. Okay, guys, we have 17 minutes to finish our French lesson. Let me come back to my stream using my other device so I can use it to type what we're going to do next. And what we're going to do next are basically the numbers, all right? Let's learn the numbers in French. Easy, ABC from 1 to 10. But first thing first, I'm sorry. Let me bring some light in here. Merci beaucoup, Erika. Merci beaucoup. You already God said, let light be, and light came. All right, all right, all right. Now that it's bright in here, let's keep going. Are we ready for what is last and next? Numbers. And for the numbers, heck yes, let's go. Bah, bien sûr que si. In French, heck yes is bien sûr que si. Bien sûr que si. Like, heck yes, let's go. How do you say let's go in Spanish? If you ever want to learn French and you know how to speak Spanish, you have a big advantage. You know why? Spanish speakers know how to use their throat to say R, R, R. Most of the time, Americans who don't speak Spanish have a hard time saying Francesco, Francesco. But Spanish people, they roll that R. Français, français. What else? What else has a R? La révolution, la révolution, la révolution. So let's go. The next thing that we need to learn in French are the numbers. You ready for this one? Go. Let's go. I'm ready. Now, oh, I forgot. We got two things, the numbers and then the good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Oh, I like that, Erica. Let's go, guys. We only got 15 more minutes. Number one. How do you say one in French? Do you guys know how to say the numbers in French? Joe, you made a mistake. You made a mistake. One in French is un. 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 You need to practice rolling your R leg. Be like roll, roll, roll. So roll. Yes, un. Two in French is what? How do you say two in French? You guys know this. We learned this before. Deux. Joe, you got it right. Angela, you got it right. Erica, is it too fast for you? I can slow down if it's too fast for you, Erica. I can go slower. Three. And remember, take screenshots. Take screenshots. Three in French is what? Trois. Trois. T-R-O-I-S. And two was deux. Deux. D-E-U-X. And one was un. Un as U-N. Okay? Now, four. How do you say four in French? This is the ABC of French. So easy. Quatre. You guys got it. Quatre is how we say four in French. Quatre. I repeat. Q-U-A-T-R-E. Quatre. Five. How do you say five in French, guys? How do you say five in French? Cinq. You guys got that right. Cinq. And it's spelled C-I-N-Q. Cinq. Six. How do you say six in French, guys? Six in French is almost like in English. Six. Six is six. Okay? Seven in French is what? How do you say seven in French, guys? Of course, Jay and Joe got that one. James, what you doing? Lurk in the background. Participate, brother. You got to participate. Everybody can participate too. Not only Angela, Erica, and Joe and James. Anybody can participate. Thank you for holding the flags, by the way. I appreciate that. You guys, when you guys are a subscriber to my channel, every time you hold the heart, it shows the flags. And of course, the French flag. Merci beaucoup. Thank you for holding the flags. Merci d'appuyer sur le drapeau ou les drapeaux. In French, flags are drapeaux. This is how you say flags in French. Okay? Flags, drapeau. Now, number 8. How do we say 8 in French? Let's go, guys. Go, 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 shorty. 8 in French is huit. Wheat. I keep adding ads on my phone. Oh, for real? Let me spell wheat. Not you. Huit. Almost like an IT guy like James. Wheat. All right. Next thing, how do you say 9 in French? Pretty easy too. Super easy. 9 in French is neuf. 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 And finalement, 10. How do we say 10 in French? Dix. Dix. D-I-X. Now, really quick, before I move on to the next one, I always compare French to Spanish, remember? In Spanish, to say one is uno, and in French is un. In Spanish, to say two is dos, and in French is deux. In French, to say three, we say tres, and in Spanish is trois. My bad. Spanish is tres, French is trois. Hello, Rihanna, welcome. And in Spanish, to say four, we say cuatro, and in French is quatre. You hear the similarity? It's so similar. And in Spanish, to say 5, we say cinco. And in French, we say cinq. Cinco, cinq. And in Spanish, to say 6, we say seis. And in French, we say six. Once again, very similar. In Spanish, to say 7, we say siete. And in French, we say sept. In Spanish, to say 8, we say ocho. And in French, we say huit. In Spanish, for 9, we say nueve. And French is what? Neuf. And for 10, in Spanish is diez. And in French is what? Dix. You see the similarity, guys? It's very similar, French and Spanish, as well as Italian. Casi lo mismo. Very similar. Casi lo mismo. And just to let you know, in French, we basically sometimes use English words, just like English use French words sometimes. For example, we will say this, je vais bosser. Je vais bosser in French means I'm going to work. We use the word boss as a verb, and we use it as to work. Je bosse, tu bosses, il bosse, nous bossons, vous bossez, il ou elle bosse. Like I work, you work, he or she works, and all that. And just like in English, we use certain French words like, this seems like du déjà vu. I mean déjà vu, right? Like I've seen it already. Like it happened already. Déjà vu. Same thing for French. We use some words. But now let me give you a little history. American call football that we call all over Europe soccer. Soccer is not soccer. Soccer is football. Why? Don't you use your foot? Think about it. That sport we've been fighting to get it back from America and call it soccer. Call it football everywhere because all over Europe, we don't say soccer. We say football because you use your foot to kick that ball. So that's just a funny story about football and soccer. So we hate the fact that here in the United States we call it soccer. We're like, no, it's not soccer, it's football. You use your foot. All right. Okay. Now to finish, we got 8 minutes to finish. How do you say good morning in French? Pretty easy. Pretty easy. You guys know this one. How do we say good morning in French? I need you guys to type it down in the comment if you know. And if you don't know, let me know and I'll teach you. Bonjour. Angela, together. Put it together. Bonjour. Because if you don't put it together, then it becomes good day. But when it's put together, it's good morning. Bonjour. You guys know that. They already know that good in French is bon. If I ask you, Erica, how was your dinner? You want to say good, you say bon. James, how was your apple pie? You want to say good, you say bon. But if I ask Joe, Joe, how are you feeling today? You want to say good because you're a person, not a thing that I can taste. You will say what? Bien. All right. So the things that you can taste, you say bon as good. And the things that you can't, like you're feeling good, you will say bien. So bon is for what you can taste. Okay. And that's how you say good. And bien is for what is how you feel. Okay, basically it's how you feel. When you feel good, you use bien. They both means the same thing. Kind of like good in Spanish. Yes, exactly. Now, after good morning, how do you say good afternoon, guys? How do you say good afternoon in French? It's like Joe was waiting for this. She's ready. Bon après-midi. This one is kind of hard. Good afternoon is bon après-midi. Now, let me break it down for you. Good is bon, right? After in French is what? Après. After is après. And noon in French is what? Noon in French is midi. So if you put it all together, bon, après, midi, good, after, noon. And if you know how to spell after, you also need to know how to spell before. Before in French is avant. This has nothing to deal with good morning or good afternoon, just for you to know. Before is called avant. After is called après. All right. Now going back to the salutation, to the greetings. How do you say good evening? How do you say good evening? You guys know this one. Yes, good evening in French is Joe got that right. Bonsoir. Because evening in French is what? Evening in French is soir. So good evening in French will be bonsoir. Remember, we always add bon, because it means good. Right? Woke. What you mean woke? Erica, what you mean by woke? Or typo? Now, after good evening, how do you say good night in French? How do we say good night in French, guys? You know this one. We did it before. Pretty easy. Joe, you made a mistake. And you know why? Because you forgot that nuit in French is feminine. And when it's feminine like in Spanish, it changes. In Spanish, for example, right? If you're talking about a man, you say hombre. A woman, you say mujer. If you're talking about a kid, and that kid is a girl, you say what? Chica. And for a boy, you say chico. Or you would say niña if it's a little kid girl, or niño if it's a little kid boy. Same thing in French. We make a distinction between the feminine and the masculine. So nuit in French is night. And because it's feminine, we say bonne nuit. That is the only thing that is different for the 7 days. I mean, not 7 days, for the greetings. Now, how do you say greetings in French? Greetings in French is salutation. Salutation. Greetings. Salutation. All right. Now, I saw all of you guys using this expression LOL, which means what? Laugh out loud, right? In French, LOL is MDR. Remember this one, it's very important. LOL in French is what? MDR. You know what means MDR? MDR means mort de rire. Mort de rire. You got that right, Joe? MDR, mort de rire. All right? So, to summarize, good morning, bonjour. In Spanish, buenos días. Good afternoon, bon après-midi. In Spanish, buenas tardes. In good evening, in French, bonsoir. In Spanish, buenas noches. And good night. In Spanish is the same, buenas noches. And in French for us is bonne nuit. Now there's a sentence that I want you guys to remember in French. If you know how to say good night, you also need to know how to say good night and sweet dreams. How do you say sweet dreams in French? Sweet dreams in French is bonne, not bonne, my bad. Beau rêve. So good night and sweet dreams will be bonne nuit et beau rêve. You got that, guys? So next time you want to say LOL in my stream, say MDR for mort de rire. And thank you so much for participating in our French lesson. This is the end. We had a full hour of French lesson, which is called French 101, and you guys were amazing. Thank you so much. Woo-hoo. Wasn't that amazing, guys? Didn't you like it? That's what we do. Every time we're learning some French in here, and I appreciate you guys coming through. Now it's time for us to make it official, to have the entire app join us. Because so far, it was only like 5 of us who participated. It used to be more people participating. But today is Sunday. They couldn't make it because they were busy. Either with the Sunday chores, or they were out, or they were getting a nap, or sleeping, or whatever. That was great. I can't wait for the next one. Exactly.